Hi kids, tonight I'm going to read you another story. This one is called Sleepwalker, and it's another one of your grandfather's childhood stories. The old house we lived in didn't really have any hallways. One room was connected to another by a doorway, and there was a steep enclosed stairway in the middle of the house. There were 4 bedrooms downstairs and 2 upstairs. The downstairs rooms formed something of a circle, circumscribing the stairs, and you could walk around the rooms through each door. The around the rooms place made an ideal place for dart gun fights. I figured, next to Matt Dillon, he's an old TV show character, I was about the fastest draw and the sharpest shooter. Sometimes the rubber tips would come off those darts, and then they were like real weapons. If you got one of those things in the eye, good night. But we weren't allowed to use darts without tips, except sometimes by accidents. Now those stairs were steep, maybe a 45-degree angle, and we kids used to get a piano bench cover and slide down the carpeted stairs. Wow, that was fast. We weren't supposed to do it though, and I suppose after a while the hinges on the cover got lost. Dad didn't like it when we lost or broke things that had a connection to his repair abilities. Mostly, nothing ever got repaired, or the things would end up with strips from rubber tubes binding them together. However, I'm getting off track of this story. This is about my sister Annie and her sleepwalking and talking. Davy and I occupied the upstairs bedroom, furthest from the stairway, which meant we had to go through Annie and Anjo's bedroom. They were my older twin sisters. As far as I know, snoring wasn't a major problem of theirs. Their bedroom had a window that would actually open. It had been painted shut, like most old windows, but my brothers and I used our pocket knives to whittle around the edges to get it so it would force open. You could sneak out that window onto a low, flat roof, and then shinny down the silver-leaf maple tree. I didn't know it at the time, but I think we were the reason Dad was always up there with a bucket of tar. Another reason might have been the fact that he had roofed it himself, so the roof was always leaking. Well, anyway, one night, late, I tiptoed up those squeaky stairs and was working my way through the girl's room, when suddenly, shockingly, Annie sat bolt upright in her bed and intensely stated, "Who are you?" At that frightful moment, I don't think I knew who I was. However, Annie just lay back down and made no response when I said, teeth chattering in fear, "Are you awake, Annie?" This was Annie's way, but it always caught you off guard in those late hours. Another time, my brothers and I were up until past midnight watching Call of the Wild, when suddenly the stairs started creaking. I don't know what it was, but night always bothered me in that old house, being isolated in the country like we were. It was even rumored that Uncle George lived in the attic. I didn't know for sure because I never went there. The stairway door pushed open, and there was Annie, moving across the room like a shadow. She disappeared in the direction of the bathroom. 2 advertisements or so later, there was a general concern of why Annie didn't come out. Upon investigation, she was found, fully clothed, sitting in the bathtub. Later on, she was observed heading back up the stairs in a trance-like state. I sure wished I could have done that. The end. Good night, kids, and goodbye. I love you.